Welcome back to the CoinBros, your guide through the greatest industry on this little tiny rock spinning through the universe in the simulation that we're all a part of, and I'm glad you're here with us. It is Tuesday today, right, bud? Oh, you got a little cold. Yeah, it's allergies, man. We're out in Vegas. The pollen gets pretty bad out here. So there's three big stories today. I would say two big stories, but I always give you the top three, right? I was reading today. There's some cool stuff to look at. Bitcoin kind of dumped. Not sure why. We dumped down to like 75, 76. We were at like almost at 80K. I still think we're going to rip past that in the next week or so. But anyway, let's just dive right into the top stories because we got scooters in the back. We're about to go hit the park, right, buddy? Yeah, he just learned how to ride a scooter like a little demon, so he's going way too fast. I got to keep up with him. So, top stories of the day. So tomorrow is the Fed meeting. It's basically Powell's last dance, right? It's his last time he gets to talk. Powell of the Fed. He's been pretty much, for lack of a better word, kind of mentally handicapped over the past 10 years with crypto, and he kind of really has done nothing but add uncertainty. Hold on, I gotta clean this real quick. Add uncertainty to you know, what's going on in the crypto space, and hasn't really done anything good for crypto. But the new guy coming in is very pro crypto, and he's you know, invested in DeFi, and basically this is the last time Powell gets to say anything. So no matter what he says tomorrow, none of it matters because he's out. He's getting booted, and we got a new guy coming in who is pro crypto. So I think it's a very positive thing, regardless of what's said tomorrow. If there is a dump or whatever, it's gonna be short-lived, and they're probably not gonna do rate cuts or anything. You know, he's probably gonna take one last stab at trying to hurt the industry. But we got a lot of good stuff on the horizon. That's story number one. So that's a big thing to watch out for tomorrow. And obviously I'll keep you guys updated on that, on what happens. Now, two, this is actually really cool. So there's the Bitcoin Vegas conference going on right now. And it's everybody's in town. I just went to a Bored Ape meetup last night at a sushi bar with a bunch of Bored Ape people, which is like a big NFT project that I'm a part of. And you know, all the big OG crypto people are here for Bitcoin Vegas. Not so much of the degen world. It's all kind of a little more serious, right? It's big money that comes through. And the head of the FBI basically said that they actually were at the Bitcoin conference, so they're talking about crypto now. They're speaking at these conferences, which is in itself pretty bullish. And they are saying that code is now free speech. So they're saying like any code is considered free speech. So with all the vibe coding and all of this new coding, it's basically saying like it's kind of a new horizon that we're kind of entering into, where it's like the world is going down this AI path, and obviously crypto is all code, right? And they're saying that code is free speech. So like if you have to like sector it, because at some point we got to figure out what all this is, right? It's like, well, if you consider code free speech, then it kind of opens up the floodgates for what you can do in the world, right? With all of the new technology. So they're actually at the Bitcoin conference saying that it's free speech. Code is free speech. Now, what exactly that means, we'll find out. But I think that's pretty bullish. It's kind of just an interesting story, right? That they're actually showing up to these big conferences, and that's how powerful crypto is getting, right? The whole world is paying attention. You have FBI and you have governments adopting it, and now it's here, right? It ain't going anywhere. So that was pretty cool. And the third story of the day is, actually I gotta do a U-turn here. The third story of the day is we talked about that huge hack that went down, that Kelp DAO, I think it's called now, and that was like a $300 million hack. Well, they're trying to figure out a way to recoup that money, and it's not being done by the company. It's like a decentralized group that's basically saying we're going to try to figure out how to recover this money on chain. And it's a weird dynamic, right? Because it's like it's the community coming together, and it's like people in the industry that were affected, and they're saying we need to put together something to recoup this money. So it's like a group kind of a hive mind that's coming together to say, hey, how do we get this money back? We're going to do all these things. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't want to give you the wrong information. I can't read it off, but I just thought that was really kind of interesting, right? And it kind of falls right in line with what crypto is, right? It's like we're like self-governing. It's a self-governing industry. And it's kind of is going to change the game on how things are done, right? And if they can actually execute this and figure out a way that those people that got affected by this big hack, people can come together on chain and figure out how to recoup that money, well, that's a whole new dynamic being entered into the world. and why crypto, if they can execute on this, why crypto could be just the complete wave of the future and the way people do business, right? And it's very interesting. I'll keep you guys up to date on how that develops. But I thought that was 3 really cool stories. And obviously the most important is tomorrow we are going to see what happens with the Fed meeting. And, you know, if we get good news, I think we rip to 80K. Bad news, I think we stay right around where we are. You know, I don't think it's going to dump too much harder, at least in the short term. So we will see. But as always, be nice to each other. Much love out there. And there's so much good stuff to look forward to. And we have a lot of stuff we're working on with the CoinBros. We're going to bring that to you guys here very shortly. Ways you can get involved if you want to learn the industry. We're going to have some really cool stuff for you guys. So anyway, say bye. We got some scooters to ride, man. Much love. Peace.